Yo, 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 yeah, yo, yeah. What up? 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 What is up? It's your boy, it's your man, right here, live from the DMV. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Oh, so look, real quick. We last show we ended it, and I had made a mention or comment that actually Trent had said. So last show before we ended it, Trent had said something along the lines of we was like, oh yeah, we'll see y'all next Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and he was like, I ain't gonna be there. That's what he said. He said I ain't gonna be there.
No, I did it.
Was that last show?
That was last show. And to let the conversation continue.
Oh yeah, that was.
And guess what, y'all? Trent ain't here.
Crystal, don't.
I told y'all. He kept saying he was like, I'm gonna be there.
I was trying to save you, but then I remembered you did say that.
I didn't say that. Don't go along with his shenanigans.
He always be saying stuff, He always be speaking and foreshadowing things. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's all good, Trent.
You look good, Ron. Okay, you look good. I love the hat. I love the glasses. You look fine, bro.
Well, appreciate it, though. I appreciate that, bro.
No, seriously, the hat is really nice.
I like that hat.
Yeah, I like that hat.
You like that? You like that?
It's like a Pharrell hat, right?
Yeah. Cause I'm happy. Yeah. All right, man. Y'all know what, man? Look, so Trent couldn't make it because Uber prices are sky high. Sky high. Man, it's ridiculous, man. It almost cost this dude $100 to come out here. Man, that's crazy.
120.
Anyway, man, look, y'all can cash out the show. Put it in Trent's Uber fund.
Uber fund. Yes, please.
Try to cash out the show.
I'm out on the Uber. I'm out on the Uber.
Put it in the show, man. Hey, there you go. Hey, there you go. There you go. Also, man, hey, look, man, check it out, man. Virtuous Essence Candle Company, man. Virtuous Essence Candle Company on Etsy.com. Shop Virtuous Essence. Dr. Regina Warren. They are running a promo. I think it's 10% off. So I think it's CBU21 is the promo code. So if you go to Etsy, make sure you shop, man. She's dropping new stuff it seems like every day, man. Y'all definitely gotta go and check that out, man. Also, man, so berry sweet.
The voluptuous berries.
Voluptuous, juicy strawberries. Man, make sure y'all go hit them up on Instagram. So.berry sweet. The great people out there. Also, man, Rock Bottom, man. Make sure y'all hit up Rock Bottom, man. They do all of our beats and everything like that, man. They doing great work out there in Norfolk, Virginia. Virginia. What did I say?
Virginia.
It's already starting early. Y'all know me, man.
Yeah.
Y'all know how I do. All right.
We know.
Hey, Trent, man. Elijah already said you prophesized that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey. Trent, Elijah said, man, go ahead and phone a friend, man.
Hey, look. Elijah already know that I can't argue with anything he say. That's my dude.
Oh, man, boy. All right, hey, Trent, man, what time is it?
Man, you already know. It's Hot Topics with, what's her name? Miss Chris.
Dang. You gonna do me like
from the deep. These no Cartiers. Pockets deep, bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. I press the button and the doors go off.
Dang, Trent, you gonna do me like that with what's her name?
No, I was revving you up. I said, I was like, with who? Miss Chris. I revved you up.
Okay. Anyways,
Dang, Chris.
I had to put that out there. Like, dang, you don't know who I am now.
I know your name is Crystal Spatala.
Dang, you had to put my government out there.
Oh, man.
Okay, Trent Franklin.
Oh, man.
Oh, well, I ain't on social media, so we good.
Anyways, former Laker Kwame Brown.
Kwame!
He went on a YouTube rant, I guess, after Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, and Gilbert Arenas went on to, what is it? All the Smoke podcast, and they were talking about him. So apparently he didn't like that. So he went on YouTube and basically went off on them. He called Matt Barnes Becky with the good hair. And I think
gotta give it up to Kwame, man.
Yo, he funny.
he also said that said the other one needed to put down the blunt and grow up, and
Steven Jackson.
yeah, and that Gilbert Arenas cost him millions of dollars in contracts as well.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Kwame Brown been silent for 20 years.
20
He was silent
years.
for like 20 years. He didn't
Leave this
say
man
much.
alone.
And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, for Steven Jackson, Gilbert Arenas, and Matt Barnes to sit around that table and just talk junk about him, I get it. He been the butt of all jokes for years. You know, this man was the number 1 draft pick, was supposed to come out of high school being all that. And ultimately, he was dealt the short hand of the stick. Short end of the stick.
Yeah, because he wasn't a bust. He still did 12 years in the NBA, bro.
Yeah, he
That's
just
better than most people.
But I guess they expected him to be like the superstar player.
Yeah, but how you gonna be the superstar when you been brought to sorry ass teams?
Yeah,
To
exactly.
Charlotte.
Charlotte, the Wizards. He was drafted by the Wizards.
Yeah, he did
He
play
went to
for
Charlotte, you know, and then even when he, you know, later in his career when he went to LA, you know, Kobe was like, "Hey, like, dude, I just need you to do one job."
Kobe was
But-
hard on him.
But man, who wasn't?
But
I mean,
but Kobe was hard on everybody though. That was that mama that he had, man. He was about that life. But he used to give Kwame the business.
But my thing is this. Did y'all hear what Kwame Brown said about Charlemagne and Angela Yee?
Yo,
Shots fired already over there. God,
What did he say?
Yo.
I
oh
didn't hear
my
that
goodness,
part.
he pretty much
he called Charlemagne's
a rapist.
Yeah, because he was Charlemagne.
Was
he was
he?
accused of raping an underage girl, right?
Yeah, I think so.
and settled that whole thing, right?
Wasn't there a controversy between him and what was that radio host from DC? Was it Big Tig or something? You remember that?
Controversy between who?
Charlemagne had beef with everybody.
Charlemagne,
No, I thought it was
Charlemagne.
Kwame.
no, with Charlemagne.
Oh
yeah.
man, forget that. That ain't he ain't the main topic right now.
I know,
It's Kwame Brown and what he said about the Breakfast Club crew.
I know,
because
but-
he went off on
Yo.
DJ Envy. He went off on Angela Yee. He went off on Charlemagne. I said yes.
Hey,
No, but I thought
Hey, but Crystal
Charlemagne
gonna get
had
mad.
controversy with that one guy.
Yeah,
but-
that's beside the point.
Hey,
Who cares
Crystal,
about
Hey,
that?
Crystal. He told Angela to stay out of grown man business. What you think about that?
yeah, I don't.
I want to get her started. I want to get her started early. What you think about that?
Yeah, I think he need to stop right there because she ain't in nobody business. I mean, that's her job.
No, she and everybody business. That's her
Well,
problem.
I mean,
Right.
that's her job. That's her
everybody
job.
business. Y'all know that.
But I mean, that's just like we're talking about them now. That's what we do. We talk about what's going on.
Yo,
But I don't
he
necessarily
said-
think it's anybody in anybody's business. I mean, that's what we do.
Yo, he said Charlemagne be lighting his skin.
Yo, all I know is he went in on the whole crew. We gotta play the video one of these days. I love it. Hey, Kwame Brown, if you're listening, man, you keep doing you, brother. You say you
Come on
you
the
know,
show.
I like him for the fact that he going out here and telling his side of the story.
Yeah.
About
After
a lot of
20
these
years.
issues. Yeah.
After 20 years of being picked
And
on.
guess what? He calling these people out. Matt Barnes.
Yep.
He said, Matt Barnes, you just mad because Derek Fisher taking your son to school.
Damn. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
And you know that hit Matt Barnes really deep.
Yeah.
That is true, though. But I mean,
Because he fought Derek Fisher.
He tried to.
yeah. Well, anyway,
for dating his ex-wife. Word.
some sad news. Paul Mooney, former comedian, and he did some writing too, as well as starring in certain shows. He passed away on the May 19th at 79 years old. Passed away from a heart attack, unfortunately. He used to collaborate with Richard Pryor and even was in the Dave Chappelle show. and he did writing for Saturday Night Live. Also,
Eddie Murphy too.
Yeah,
he wrote for Eddie Murphy and Richard.
Yep, and Richard, and the Roseanne Show too.
The Roseanne Show.
Yep.
Man, where you get that from? I gotta look that up.
Yeah, he was a writer for them.
Show.
Well, I mean, come on, man. Paul Mooney wasn't short of keeping stuff, fair.
But he.
I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. His Dave Chappelle's skits were some of the funniest things I've ever seen, man.
I loved him on Dave Chappelle.
The angry black guy. Mm-hmm. He was the angry black guy on Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He said, "Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga." Remember he said that?
It's true today.
Dude, powerful words in that short sentence.
Well, anyways, sad news about that. CDC says fully vaccinated people can drop their mask.
Girl, you need some coffee.
I do.
She sounds so.
What's wrong? You okay?
I had a long night. Okay.
I wasn't gonna be the one to say it, man. Trent, I'm glad you said it.
I do need some coffee. Okay.
Boy, I was sitting here about to go to sleep on these dang on things. I was like, yo.
I had a long night. Okay.
I did too, man. You sound like you got. Look, I'm sorry. I wish I was there to give you a hug. My bad. Okay.
Boy.
My bad.
She was like, next topic.
Some days you just feel that way, okay? Some days.
Somebody said this every day. All right, y'all. CDC said mask off.
Mask off. How about that? Mask off.
There you go. There we go.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do it again.
Don't do that because you're going to have some people like, yeah, go ahead, take it off, shorty.
What is that?
Mask off.
Oh, my God.
Well, anyway, I guess the world is opening back up again for vaccinated people. And some people still don't want to get their vaccines, even though they're opening up. And they're saying that the reason they're opening up is to convince people to get the vaccine. So what do y'all think about that?
So the question is, how do you even tell, like people saying, like, they got signs that say that if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. Anybody can say that. There's no way. I mean, exactly. there's nothing.
That's the problem. But that's why businesses though they're not giving up their mask mandate yet, because they're not taking people's word. You know what I'm saying?
Well, certain places are. Costco.
Costco, not in DC.
I'm about to say Costco still got to wear a mask.
No, I thought they released a statement that said if you're fully vaccinated, I think. Man. It's certain stores. I think Target
not in DC.
Too.
Not in DC.
But I think they have to follow their state and local mandates still. So.
All right, yo, that's all right, we gotta move on. We run out of time.
Okay. So Russell Simmons, what's so funny?
Give her some cocaine.
Do I sound that tired?
He's like Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons. Russell.
Come on, man! You got all them coffee pots in your crib, Ron.
Yeah,
no
I know. Man, she ain't finna.
Yeah, I should have when I got here. But anyway, Russell Simmons is suing Kamora Lee Simmons for apparently siphoning off some of his shares in the energy drink Celsius. I guess that they had started. And apparently she did this to bail out her ex-husband or her current husband out of prison for fraud and embezzling money and money laundering. So.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Some
drama
going on there.
You know what?
And I think that this is her second husband after she
divorced from Russell. This ain't her second husband.
After she, is it? After she divorced? No, I was saying second husband
I'm slandering her. I don't even know.
No, I think it's her
All right, man,
second
she gonna see your
husband
ass, too.
after Russell Lee Simmons. But anyway.
Russell who?
His name is Russell Lee Simmons.
After Russell Simmons,
No,
my
she
bad.
said Russell Lee Simmons.
She did. She said
She said
Russell
Russell
Lee
Lee
Simmons.
Simmons.
That's why I was like, wait, Russell who?
Crystal off of it today, man.
Kimora Lee
Hey,
Simmons,
Crystal.
my bad.
Yo,
Y'all act
go
like
upstairs
y'all
and get her
don't
some
never.
coffee.
Y'all act like y'all don't never mix up.
All right,
words.
y'all. Y'all give it up for Crystal.
I'm off today. My bad. I tried.
Oh no,
Hey,
you
look,
didn't.
look, look. Let's talk about
I
Trump and
tried
Bitcoin.
today.
He'll perk right up.
Man,
Well,
what?
that's why I was.
Hey, look,
awake.
man. Look, we'll be right back after this sponsors commercial break from Recovery Athletics. Hey, man, critical race. I mean, not critical race theory.
See, look at you.
Yeah, that was
Look at
last
you.
week.
I was talking about last week.
You need some coffee too?
Hey, but look.
Calling me out.
I get. Look at here.
Yo,
I still
every
bring
time-
it. I still
every
bring
time
it.
Ron
I
don't
still
like when
bring it.
Somebody say something. He say gah, 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 gah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Anyway, go ahead, Trent.
Oh, gah, 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 gah. All right, no. So we're going to the main topic, right?
No, we just gonna sit here. No, man, we just gonna sit here and just look at each other on the camera.
I got that same energy as Crystal right now.
Bro, you know this. Come on, man.
It sounds like we all. Need,
Let me go back to the commercial and then we come back out of it. Then
We
hey,
all
all right, let's
need
start
some
over.
coffee.
Nah, Trent. All right, Trent, man, I gotta edit this segment out now.
No, you don't. It's live. You ain't editing nothing.
Go ahead.
Out. It's live.
It's live.
well, at least y'all know we are definitely live.
No cuts. No cuts here. No cuts here.
Okay. Get the camera back on me. There you go. There you go. Ooh. Anyway, all right. So our main topic today, right, is we're discussing. We brought this up last weekend a little bit, right, regarding what's going on in Israel and Palestine, right. But the big thing that has been going on is, and for years, and I've seen this for years. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, and I'm not sure if our viewers have seen this, right. But there's have always been sort of a coalition between like the Black Liberation Movement and the Palestinian Liberation Movement. And after the latest conflict between Israel and Palestine, right, it's pretty much came back on the news media. You can really just kind of read about it. Whatever, people have done books. There's a lot of professors that have done books. You guys know I love to like put out books and stuff like that. So I'll find the book, whatever. But it talks about the connection between the Black Liberation Movement and the Palestinian Liberation Movement. And there was even a lawmaker in Congress. It wasn't Cory Bush. I want to get the person's name right, whatever. But they came out and they were talking about it, and they were talking about ceasefire. They need to end the bombardment. But not the violence. Right? There was a huge Black Lives Matter activist that went to the streets in Indianapolis, my hometown, right, to protest for Palestinians. Multiple. This has happened every single time a conflict happens between Israel and Palestine, right? And so we're talking about like, okay, what is there a connection? What is the connection? Is it a connection between people who have been oppressed their entire life, right? And so they all right, cool. Like we see what's going on here. We recognize the connection that happens with here in the country for us as well. So, so like my thing, going out there or whatever, like what is the connection? Like, do you guys think that have you guys heard connections between the Palestinian and the Black Liberation Movement? I mean, the Black Lives Matter, one of their biggest things right now, they've been calling for Palestinian liberation for like 6 years now. You know what I mean? Like it's been like, that's actually part of, if you go to their website, as a whole, whatever, that's part of their mandate, is a call for Palestinian liberation on top of Black liberation as well.
But like somebody said in the comments, Troy said, why do we fight for property and religion? I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
My thing is this, right? The whole issue that I had with this Palestine-Israel thing, right, is, America has prided itself for years, generations, decades, of protecting the little guys.
Yeah.
Right. And when Israel had conducted these attacks, these airstrikes, I'm sorry, Joe Biden was silent.
Man, Joe Biden is trash.
I was appalled. Yeah. But then I understood because of the diplomatic strategy that they were trying to use. Because I mean, Israel is one of the major allies to the U.S.
Yeah,
and they spend so much money on arms sales.
Yeah,
right before the attacks, it was like $750 million arms deal.
Yeah,
that we had with it. So I don't get I don't get how we just sit up here, right, and just let this happen, because you had Palestinians crying out for help, and I have yet to see anything as far as assistance come out from the U.S. government.
Yeah. Or for
outside of well, unless we get a ceasefire, we can rebuild. I'm like, motherfucker, it's too late now. You done lost hundreds of lives.
Well, here's the thing. Gaza is already the most densely populated place on the planet. You can research that. I'm not making that up. That's not BS, right? And so when you have the most densely populated place in the area that's being bombarded, right, with airstrikes consistently, that where people who have been living there their entire life are being pushed out of their own homes, right, in an already densely populated place. My thing is, and again, this is a very complicated conflict, right, that's been going on for generations. Right. And so, like, I'm not going to sit up here and say that I know what's going on, and I've read and I know everything that's going on. I understand. But the U.S. was also silent-ish when it came to the apartheid government in South Africa. You know what I'm saying?
And I was talking about that earlier with Crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I see. Go ahead.
And what people don't understand, right, is that the architect of the South African apartheid system, right, was brought over to Israel. You know what I'm saying? And set up the same type of system. And you can research this. I'm not out here lying and making stuff up, right? And so the same system that was put in place in South Africa, the apartheid system that was put in place in South Africa, is the same thing that's put in place in Israel. Now, my thing is, we don't have to be a people where we, like, every time you say anything about the Israeli government, you're anti-Semite, right? That is garbage.
Yeah,
just
I agree
because
with that.
We're not talking about Jewish people or Israelis. We're talking about the Israeli government that is put in place. This current conflict that was started by the Israeli government, and we all saw it on TV. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to gaslight us like the rest of Republicans and other people want to say, and gaslight us, and the evangelical Christians want to gaslight us and say, well, this has been going on for centuries and blah 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 blah. It's just, oh man, it's mad.
But you know what, you made when you talk about the Black liberation, you're talking about the movement, right now.
Yeah.
So
and the Black liberation movement has always stuck to the guns with, and this is before the Black Lives Matter organization, right? Because there's always been so there's been like the Black liberation theology, Black liberation movement for generations, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Has always stuck to South Africa. They put their side to South Africa. They also, say what you will. But during in Cuba, whatever, the Black Liberation Movement has in a certain way has partnered with that as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I mean,
is it oppressed people supporting oppressed people? Is that what's going on?
I mean, I could see it that way. The oppressed people supporting oppressed people. I mean, I don't know if there are deeper ties. I know that this fight that's going on now has been going on for years and years, and I think mostly due to religion. I mean, in my opinion, I think that's what it is.
I don't even think it's religion, Chris. Because if you look at pre 1947, right? If you look at there were Palestinian Jews, there were Christians, Arabs, they were all living in a cohesive state in that area. You know what I'm saying? And when you also look at, right, you got evangelical Christians in America that are siding with the Israeli government when the Israeli government is still bombing Palestinian Christians and Jews in certain areas as well. You know what I'm saying? And relocating them as well. So I don't even know if it's even about religion at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it plays a part. I mean, I do agree with you that there is a deeper rooted issue, and it's basically, to oppress a certain group of people. I mean, the same thing that happened in South Africa. Exactly.
And look, I'm not knocking. Look, here's how I look at it, right? And again, I keep saying, right, it's a very complicated situation, right? Because if you look at, and I want to get my and people in the comments, please correct me, right, if I'm wrong, whatever. But I'm looking at if you research pre 1948, right, when the state of Israel was started, right, pre 1948. Where there was a two-state solution that was put on that was put in front of the in front of the European Jews that were coming after World War II, right, and the Palestinians that were currently living there. Palestinian. Now, when I say Palestinians, I'm talking about Jews, Arabs, and Christians were all living there, right? So we talk about that. You got to talk about just Palestinians as a whole, right? And my thing is, right, you had a two-state solution that was put in place, and Israel actually had accepted that, right? Palestinians, the government that was currently representing the Palestinian people, both Jews, Christians, and Arabs, did not, right? They did not accept that treaty, I'm saying, that was supposed to be put in place, whatever, because Jerusalem, which is currently still being fought over, Jerusalem was supposed to be an international city, and then there was going to be a two-state solution, whatever. So it's really so complicated, man. And I don't want to demonize one current people over another people, but I can tell you what I can see currently right now, that the current conflict that was started right now, you know what I'm saying, and that black people, I think, the Black Liberation Movement is siding with, is the current escalation that was started by the Israeli government and the Israeli police, right? When they went into Al-Aqsa, and I probably messed that up, whatever, when they went to the mosque or whatever, and they were shooting off gas canisters and pepper spray and pepper bullets and all this other stuff, where they decided to do illegal settlements into Sheikh Jarrah, which international law, they have already stated that is illegal, right? And America has cited that is illegal, but we are still siding with the Israeli government because it's for strategic reasons. That's what's going on, and that's why the Black Liberation Movement is like, yo, we see what the government of America does to us, so of course we're gonna side with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is very complicated for our government to, side with Palestine. I mean, I don't think it's right, but I think it's a very...
You said side with Palestine?
Or Israel. You mean Israel. The Israeli government.
No, I mean to switch and side with Palestine, and I
don't think there was ever a switch. It was more so of
I'm saying it wasn't a switch. I'm saying if they were to do that, I think it would cause a lot of issues, which is why they're not.
That's true. Right, right.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes. Well, because right, we again, like Ron had just talked about. Was it, you said $750 billion worth of arms sales?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's all about capitalism. It's all about money. But it's also all about military strategic advantage in that region.
Yeah, and that's what I've said. It's all about diplomatic strategy.
Yeah.
So when you look at something like this, right, now it gives the U.S. government a sense like, okay, now we got to go in and rebuild, right? So now you bring a presence into that area where there hasn't really been a presence for U.S. troops in over 2 decades now. Now you bring in a U.S. Military heavy presence, and guess what? That brings more what?
It brings more conflict.
More conflict, more substantial growth to the economy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because the economy's suffering. So I look at things like this, and hey, everything's by design, right? So it's like an opportunity.
Well, look at what happened. The same thing happened with the terrorists and how we were, in the Middle East, and we gave a lot of weapons to one side that ended up, turned into a terrorist organization. And
but we do that all the time. That's the problem. As the American government does that all the time. If you look at Ron is a veteran. I'm a veteran as well, right? And we got people that in the veteran, right? When you talk about the United States, whatever, siding with people, whatever, and then it backfiring on us, right? If you look at the Soviet Afghan war, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was what 80s, 90s. I think it's 80s, right?
We left the Afghan region.
Yeah,
we would never leave them again.
We trained the Afghans to fight the Soviets, right? Because we were all about fighting communism, right? The same individuals, i.e. Al Qaeda, i.e. Osama bin Laden, we trained them, right, in bomb making. We trained them in guerrilla warfare to fight the Russians. Guess what happened? It backfired. When we went to war with them, when we went to war with Al Qaeda, it backfired. We taught them everything. You know what I'm saying? And we do that all the time. The Iranian-Iraq war. You know what I'm saying? As America, we literally helped topple a democratically elected president, right, in Iran. And we, because we had the Shah of Iran was a puppet of America, right? And so we installed the Shah of Iran, a royal dynasty in Iran. And guess what happened in 1979? They were like, because he was committing atrocities, and now the problems that we have that we're trying to fix with Iran and trying to, make peace with Iran happened because we started it.
Yeah.
It's on us.
Well, maybe we should not be exporting weapons. Is that our number one export is weapons?
What, you talking about the military sale of weapons?
We need to stay out of everybody's business is what we need to stay out of.
Yeah, we got to protect our own.
That's our problem. We need we get involved in and we mess everything up in this country. Yeah. Look at Latin America. Look at Central America. That's us. That's us.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
All right, yo, good people, man. Appreciate that, Trent, man. Appreciate it, man. Educating the people. That's what we need. That's what we need, Trent. So I appreciate that. Trent always bringing these, educational moments like we're a PBS network. So I appreciate it, Trent. I really do appreciate it, man. Hey, PBS about to go off air and everything. So, hey, if you want a PBS moment, make sure you tune in every Sunday. Right here.
PBS about to go off.
All right, yo, man. Y'all know it's time for the Say What of the Week, man. And it's another politician making headlines.
Uh-oh.
For the right, yeah. It's my Say What of the Week. Say what? Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. A6 all the hay.
All right, man. Rick Santorum, as y'all know, man, Rick Santorum has been booted off of CNN. He has gotten the boot. He would no longer be a political analyst on CNN because of his comments that he gave at a symposium a few weeks ago. Take a listen and you tell me what's wrong.
If you think of other countries like Italy and Greece and China and Turkey and places like that, they've all sort of changed over time. I mean, they've been there for millennia in many cases. And their culture has sort of evolved over time. But not us. We came here and created a blank slate. We birthed a nation from nothing. I mean, there's nothing here. I mean, yes, we have Native Americans, but candidly, that there isn't much Native American culture in American culture. It was born of the people who came here pursuing religious liberty to practice their faith, to live as they ought to live, and have the freedom to do so. Religious liberty.
All right, so
Wow.
look,
I mean,
so I hear Trent
real.
over there. Oh God,
Why is he still getting a platform? Why is he still getting a platform?
I don't know.
Real?
So what? Y'all tell me what is wrong. Can y'all tell me what's wrong with what he said?
I mean, the Native Americans were here. That they had a culture. They had a religion.
Exactly.
We stole that from them.
Murdered them, committed genocide.
Yeah, exactly. We did the same thing that is going on. We're seeing today. Basically, killed them off and said this is our land, which it wasn't. And,
Well, we didn't do anything.
Well, we did.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah. Hey.
We-
don't get that twisted. Blacks ain't do nothing.
Blacks ain't do nothing. We Thank you, Trent. There you go, Trent. Thank you. Now, Crystal talking about her people.
Hey, my people were over in Asia.
Okay, so you ain't so you good.
No, I can't lie. I do have some ancestors that probably were over here. I mean, hey.
What you mean, probably? No,
more than likely, yes.
Well, either way, Rick Santorum put his foot in his mouth once again by saying that pretty much Native Americans didn't have anything. They didn't do anything. He's saying that Europeans came here and created everything that we have today.
Did they forget about slavery?
Well, that too, yeah.
We built this entire country, bro. But they killed off Native. What they did was, you know what I'm saying, they took everything the Native Americans has already started in this country because the Puritans did not know how to farm the land in this in this continent.
Because they didn't understand the climates.
They had no idea, right? And so, sorry.
I tell you, man.
He just made it seem like, I mean, when he said nothing was here, that
He made it seem like whites came here and did
I'm
everything.
sorry, but white people. And I know we got white viewers, but white people.
No, I'm not gonna sit there and say that. I'm not gonna say that because
I'm saying white people.
Trent, no, Trent, you can't say that. You can't say that, Trent, because
White people.
But
Crystal,
no,
that's
Trent,
why
you
I'm
can't say
playing.
that. You can't say that, Trent, because if somebody white or others say black people, you'll be the first one talking about don't equate me to all black people. So you can't say that about all white people.
No,
Come
I
on,
wouldn't.
let's be fair.
No, I wouldn't. I equate myself
Let's
to
be
all
fair.
black people.
And some white people, as myself, have common sense not to
As
say.
yourself. You white?
You white? Oh, don't say. You don't say.
We have common sense and
We're gonna lose
would
viewers.
never say nothing like that. I mean, I don't understand why he didn't talk to himself in the mirror or even in his head.
Now, hold on. I thought you said you were Asian. Now you white. Which one is it?
I'm both.
She
okay?
both.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's
She
right.
is
That's
a
right.
mixture.
I thought you was Asian and black.
Really?
Look, she everything.
What?
Look, she everything. Okay.
Oh man.
Crystal is special. She everything, and we
I've
respect
been
it.
said I don't know how many times on this show I am white. Yes, I am. My dad.
Well, you're Filipina and European, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay,
Trent.
so
There
you're
you go.
not fully
That's-
white.
No, not fully.
All right, yo. So Rick Santorum, you get the say what of the week because of your stupid comments as usual.
Why you moving on so fast? Why you moving on?
Because we got 5 minutes left, bro. So appreciate that, and
I'm trying to come at white people
appreciate
right
you,
now.
Rick Santorum, for being the say what of the week, man. As y'all know, Trent, he might have another PBS moment here, so we're about to see what the confession letter looks like.
Ooh.
Some problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. A phone with affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with a nigga who lying for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double my.
Hey, so all right, so I I'm gonna go to Crystal after I read this because
We know.
I feel like this is more up her alley. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, also, why is it directed at me? It says, "What up, Trent?"
I guess they talking to you.
Why is this directed at me, man? Okay. What up, Trent? So check this one out and help me out. I have a secret fetish I'm scared to tell my woman about. It's all about feet for me. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Something that just happened over the years. She has no idea, but recently came across the feet pics I have on my iPad. Bro, you're a rookie. She asked about them, and I've told her I'm interested in being a nail tech. Wait, what? But that's a lie.
A male what?
A nail tech. But that's a lie. Man, how do I just break it down to her this go around? I'm going to tell you how you break it down. I'm going to answer that old confession letter. Okay? Brother. Okay? Just be real. If you got a feet fetish, man, be real about the feet fetish, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, you are one of 4 Americans that have a feet fetish. I just made that up. But
I say, where you get that statistics from?
Hey.
Well, you just made that statistic up.
I mean, it could be true because
hey.
I've come across a lot of foot fetish people.
But look, man, hey man, look. My thing is, don't hide your. If you with somebody, and you got a partner, don't hide your fetishes from your partner.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know, be real.
You should definitely be real. But my question is, whose pictures did he have? Were they hers or somebody else?
It don't matter. Okay, if it's feet, it's feet. Okay, it don't matter whose feet it is.
It does matter.
You know
like,
what
why he
My
got
man
other-
like feet. My man like feet. He ain't doing nothing to the feet.
I mean, was he getting the pictures from other women saying, send me your feet? Or was he like Googling people's...
Well, if he was, Chris, what's wrong with that? It's just feet.
But my question is, why he didn't go to his woman first? Like,
What
He
you mean?
just said he ashamed of it. He don't know how to tell her that he got that fetish. So
Hey,
what is he supposed to do? He's supposed to just drop everything, say, "Look, baby, I got a foot fetish and I like your feet. Let me take some pictures of your feet." No, he don't know.
What you're supposed to do is
He trying to ease his way into the conversation.
Into your fetish. You ease her into your fetish. You know what I'm saying? You don't drop it on her and say, "I got a feet fetish." Every once in a while, you be like, "Hey, baby, can I suck your toes?" You know what I'm saying? You ease it in.
well,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
so...
ease that fetish in. You know,
I just have a lot of questions.
But why is she going through his iPad anyway?
What? How you putting that on her? I mean, what if they share the iPad? You don't know.
They don't share. Who's sharing? First of all, who's sharing an iPad?
In 2021.
I mean,
I ain't sharing no iPad with nobody.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Because my girl will find my feet fetish and be like, "Hey."
I mean, I agree. I think he should be open and honest about his fetish. I mean, my question is, I don't understand why it didn't come out. Usually that is something that comes out in the beginning.
No, it doesn't. No,
Yes.
a fetish.
She's reflecting. Hey Trent, she's reflecting back on her incident at Starbucks with the young man. I want to just touch your feet.
It's not just him. I've known other guys that have foot fetishes, but it wasn't something I found out like later on. Is like apparent in the beginning.
Wait, Chris. How did they say it to you though? How did they break that they had a foot fetish? Was it just? Did they say, "Hey, I just want to like massage your feet"? Did they say, "Hey, I like sucking toes," which is nothing wrong with sucking toes. I like sucking toes.
Okay, so.
Or did they say, "Yo, all night when you sleep next to me, I'm on my iPad looking at feet"?
So that to me so I've met guys with varying I guess extremes of this fetish. I mean, with the one that I had the incident with, that being the most extreme I've ever encountered. But I mean, other guys that have like I don't think it's like an extreme fetish, but I've encountered them and it's more like, you know, ooh, let me see your toes or something like that, or they'll give me a foot massage or something like that. It's not. I mean, it's apparent, but it's not like to the extreme. But if it's that
wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, it's apparent in the beginning, so I don't understand like why he was hiding it. If it's that extreme, stop
putting the video on me, dog. When I don't know when you putting the video on me, Ron.
Hey, young man. You got some solid advice from some heavy hitters over here.
Just be open.
Crystal said be open.
Trent said viewers have a foot fetish.
Did I tell y'all about the time I was harassed?
Save it for let the conversation continue. All right.
I want to hear this now.
No, I ain't gonna say it.
No, man, we got it. We run out of time, man. We come up on our time. So, man, look, make sure y'all hit me up on Instagram at DocRJ.5. You can also hit me up on Twitter at RJSpeaks100. Make sure you follow us right here on Facebook at Comfortable2Uncomfortable.talk. Make sure you also catch us on Instagram at Comfortable2Uncomfortable.talk. Make sure you go to our YouTube page at Comfortable Being Uncomfortable, the podcast, one word. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And then also check out our website once it gets updated, www.cbupodcast.com. Man, peace, love, and happiness to all of you, man. Big shout out to my sorority sisters of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated and my fraternity brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Blue Phi. Until next time, make sure y'all, not next time, because we're going to be right here to let the conversation continue. So make sure you tune in. Man, peace, love, and happiness. We'll be right back.